Holy moly. This is like the third time that I got cut off. What is going on with Periscope? Why? ¿Por qué? I'm just gonna hurry up and read. It's not big enough for me to do it on how like my friend does it. He has like big hands and big grip. Oh, I forgot to light my incense. How dare I didn't do that. I like putting my incense. Protect our energy. Ready to light it again. I love the smell of it. Oh, it's so beautiful. I need to get some frankincense and myrrh sticks like this. All right. Ooh, putting on the candle. This is how I do it. I just stick it in the candle. Oh, child, it's like hot. Okay. Oh, it's probably gonna melt. Never mind. I'll put it right here. Ow. All right. Ow. I got burned. Hi. Oh my God. Hi. Cans. Okay. Sorry if you're wondering why I'm on Periscope and I'm looking at my who's coming in. Oops, my bad. Okay, next one. Just put this right here. Oh gosh, I don't want to get it burned. Alrighty, I'll just leave it there. And I will and then I'll use the Soul Journey by James Van Praagh. Yeah, James Van Praagh. Love that medium. He's amazing. Sorry for my unprofessionalism. I'll do better. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Did I pull out 6 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Where's the other card? 6. Was Rosie O'Donnell right about Whoopi? I feel like saying yes, she was right. And I'm gonna tell you why. Just gonna look into it. I'm just gonna use one more card. They really butt heads. All the time. I just want to put a disclaimer. I don't watch The View all the time, and I think at the time when Rosie was and O'Donnell was like, you know, Rosie and Whoopi was on The View. I really didn't watch at that time. I just would look at it and flip the channel. But I really like Rosie. I love her. And I like Whoopi. But the Whoopi I'm seeing now is a different, well, you know, when you don't know somebody, Whoopi's acting like she's better than anybody else. Like she is a know-it-all. All right, so I'm gonna start with one card, the first cards that I came out with. So you see 3 of Pentacles. I feel like Whoopi was sabotaging Rosie for a while. And I think Rosie knew about it, and that just like ruined the relationship from then. I feel like Rosie, did I say what? I feel like Rosie was already planning her exit. It was like, you know, I really don't need this. I really don't need to. Rosie liked to be in an environment where she can freely express herself without being in a toxic environment. Rosie had other projects, and I feel like, and then at the same time, Rosie had a lot of problems in the back scene, like, well, in her personal life. You know, she always said that. They butt heads a lot in of The View, so I feel like she is right, because I read about the article, like she would, like, Whoopi Goldberg would not talk to her, and this one, hell yeah, I believe Rosie 100%. I feel like when she had to leave the show, she was a little bit blindsided, but I feel like Whoopi had to do with a lot of the words can't come out of my mouth. I feel like Whoopi was fighting Rosie to be on top because of money. Rosie wanted that money because, to be honest, Rosie is a powerhouse on her own. Is she a legend? Is she considered? I feel like Rosie is a legendary because she has accomplished so much. She did a lot of work, you know. She had her own show, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Whoopi was angry to be surrounded. Like Whoopi felt like she's better than Rosie, you know what I'm saying? So Whoopi fought for her position, and Rosie didn't give a bleep about it, and she was like, you know what, like, I got money, I don't care, you can have this, you know what I'm saying? This type of thing was messing with her health, and she was like, you know what, I'd rather be happening to be miserable on this show. There's a lot of projects waiting for me. I am Rosie O'Donnell, so F you know what I'm saying? I feel like Rosie's very intuitive. She vibes with people that are good people. I feel like Rosie would have been a better moderator, to be honest, because Rosie is right about Whoopi, because Whoopi is not good at moderating, and she doesn't really have patience. I feel like Rosie wants to come back, but have Whoopi's position, and it might happen. I feel like Rosie changed a lot. Rosie had to step back from this because it was getting way too toxic for her. You see this girl like, you know what? I really like this show, but you know, it's not worth being around this mean, angry, foolish person. Whoopi is mean, for real. I believe her. Hold on. Yeah, Rosie likes to be around people that makes her laugh, because I get the laughter card. Makes her happy. She likes being around good energy. And when I was younger, like, I would watch Oprah, I would watch Rosie O'Donnell, I would watch the Maury Povich show, because back then I didn't really have cable, so I had regular channels and stuff like that. It's like Rosie feel like, yeah, the show can be political, but it doesn't have to be a hostile, toxic environment. And I feel like Rosie feels, like, why do they keep hiring people that are incompetent? You know what I'm saying? She would have respected more to be around Sunny Hostin. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Okay. I feel like The View wants Rosie back. I'm just going to stick with that. The View wants Rosie back. The View wants her to be a moderator. But they're just testing out, because Whoopi's health, like, I feel like Whoopi needs to retire. And girl, that's going to come up soon. Be true to your heart. I feel like this one is. But if Rosie would come back, it would have to be her way. But not the highway. I think Rosie changed a lot. She's a little more humble now, I feel like Rosie needs a cleanse, like a fresh, like a new beginning, to just refresh herself. Hold on. Whoopi, no one really forced Rosie to get out, but Rosie forced herself to get out because she couldn't stand being around Whoopi. Whoopi was annoying. Whoopi was holier than, like, Whoopi act like she was better than her, and I don't like people like that. I love Whoopi, but if that's how you are, I don't like that at all. But there was like fear with money if she left, but she's fine. Rosie, you're a millionaire. You're fine. And I think she was glad that she left the show. It says, fear, I realize that I am testing my resolves to live in the energy of love. You see, I knew it. Like, I didn't even look at the card yet, but when I look at it, I was like, okay. Rosie wanted to be surrounded by love, not toxic, disgusting energy. And yeah. And I feel like saying, I might get hate for this, Whoopi Goldberg, her ego is way too high. You know what I'm saying? Like her ego, not she would not expect you to, like, bow down to her. But I'm just saying, like, she thinks she's better than a lot of people she meets. To be nice, to be cute about it. Whoopi, you need to go down 3 notches. I know you're a queen of what you do, but you really need to get back to humble beginnings, because you have, I remember one time she was like, I'm a celebrity, and I'm like, oh my God, so cringing. That was so cringing. Nobody likes a person like that. Like, braggadocious. Yeah, love yourself, but don't be a bitch, Okay, so change. I feel like Rosie had to leave the show because of Whoopi. I feel like Rosie was getting bored as well, and then she was like, I got way too many problems for this. I got too much on my plate, and then this, bitch lady keep acting the way she is with me and then towards other people. I'm like, and then she felt like Rosie had a lot of power, so she's like, you know what, F this, F your show, I got money, I don't care, whatever. And let's see, hold on. Now I have no one watching, which is okay. The first time I did Periscope, it was like 2 people that asked me a question, which is really cool. I'm gonna do like 1 question for people that are new to my channel. So you can ask me questions to test me out for free. And yeah, and after that, like once I do a one question, please, please, please book me, because I think you would love it. Okay, let me continue on the reading. This one had a reservation. This one says reservation. Okay, and it says, and it was upside down. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind. And the other one said, forgiveness, acknowledge that the harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Rosie is love. Rosie wants to attract good energy. Rosie did not want to be stressed, because she realized if she keeps be on the show, it will mess with her health, and she had to do an executive decision to leave this show. I'm gonna stand by that. Oh, okay. And then this one, ooh, child. This one is trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. You see these cards. I'm not really into looking into it, because the cards can say whatever. It's just it's happening to my intuition. Mirror who or is triggering you. Okay, Whoopi was triggering Rosie. And Rosie, Whoopi couldn't stand Rosie anyway. So, like, I feel like whoever's stronger than her, she will try to, Whoopi Goldberg likes to dominate people that are stronger than her. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to fight to show her, like, girl, I got this. I got some knowledge to teach you. Kind of like that. You have to, with Whoopi Goldberg, that's how you have to do. Unfortunately. And that's why she's successful. Why was Whoopi Goldberg, was Rosie O'Donnell right about Whoopi? I keep messing up their names, child. I am going to pull out more cards. I felt like Whoopi wanted to stay in this job, because she felt like this job was actually really easy. You know, you don't have to memorize scripts and stuff like that, because Whoopi, if you don't know Whoopi, like, who doesn't know Whoopi? If you don't know Whoopi, honey, you better go see Sister Act. And if you don't know Rosie O'Donnell, she did like tons of movies. What's that movie? Jungle, Tarzan. She was on Tarzan. Oh my God, I forget what they did, but they did a lot. Rosie is a comedian, and so is Whoopi. Rosie is witty with her words. She's petty too, but at the same, like, she's really quick with it. You know what I'm saying? You try to shade her, she's like bloop bloop bloop, clock clock, and that's how Whoopi is. So it's like two titans clashing at each other. And one of them was like, you know what, this is my health. Rosie was like, my health is better than anything, so I'm out. You can have whatever you want. I don't care. I got enough money. I got a lot of projects. I got Oprah. I got a whole bunch of homies that can hook me up. So, I feel like Whoopi was sabotaging Rosie for a very long time, and then she was one of the reasons why she left the show. Okay, so Rosie was right. Rosie was absolutely right about Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi is mean. She just see one, like, she has her ways when she sees two ways, right? But then she has her way of, like, I'm right. I'm like, she's a little like, what's the word? Whoopi is arrogant sometimes, but that's not the word I'm trying to find. Whoopi can be a little ignorant, like a know-it-all, you know? Like, just because you sound right doesn't mean you're always right. You think you know you're right, but you're not right. Mystical shaman. So Rosie knew that if she stayed, it would get her more sick. Like I said, I feel like Rosie needed a break from media. Okay. Completion. I feel like I said before, Rosie has a lot of money, so she was like, you know what, I have enough money to just fart whatever and hire people to help me, whatever, right? And then if I want to do a project, hey, it can happen. You know what, Rosie? I think you should do YouTube. You would be wonderful. People will watch you because you are so smart. You come out with great ideas and people will listen to you. So even if it's not YouTube, go on Facebook. These are major platforms. Like how Jada has her own channel on Facebook and she got an award. So can you, because you can be the executive producer of your own show. Okay, own your stuff. Don't let no one own your stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You don't really need people to be a big powerhouse. You could be a powerhouse on your own. Whoopi is an icy hearted person. She's kind of like Meghan McCain. That's why she favors Meghan McCain. She's a little bit like her. Rosie has beautiful energy. I'm not saying Rosie is perfect. Rosie have her ways of being a little annoying, but Rosie means well. Okay, she's a cool chick. I just love this incense. Shout out to Milu. Shout out to Linda Grendel. Shout out to Psychic Violetta. Shout out to my girl Tracy. Shout out to Deborah. Shout out to who am I missing? Oh my God, Third Eye Champagne. No, I love you. Shout out to you. I love your channel, and I would hope all of you guys, nothing but success and shout out to Hoodoo Sisters. I love your channels. And shout out to Black Spectrum. Who am I listening? There's another lady that I really like. I forgot their names. Okay. There's a lot of people. Yeah, it was just doomed from the beginning for Rosie. And then she knew because she's smart. And then after that, we're gonna there's someone that Whoopi is very close to. I think it's one of the executive, and he gives Whoopi a lot of power. So I think those are really one of the reasons why she left. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. There's some ties into this. There's someone that Whoopi is close to. Very bad. And she was like, if you don't get rid of this chick, I'm leaving. And they value Whoopi more than Rosie, unfortunately. Although they wanted to keep her, but then Rosie's like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good, sis. Okay. This one is a deep replenishment, retreat, rest. You see, Rosie really wanted to